and they're destroying our country and leaving Afghanistan. Let's bring out the soldiers first. Let's leave all of American citizens behind. 13 dead soldiers. We didn't lose one soldier, Rick, in 18 months. Rob, not one soldier in 18 months. And we had many killed and many very gravely injured, by the way. Nobody ever mentions them. I mean, legs blown off and arms blown off, and nobody ever mentions them. And they should be mentioned in the conversation. And we left $85 billion worth. Think of that. $85 billion worth of equipment behind. Brand new, beautiful equipment, tanks and planes and goggles. They have better night goggles than we do. They have the new version.
Mr. President, we keep hearing about video recordings at Mar-a-Lago that would have captured the raid. Have you had conversations about releasing that footage?
Yes, we have, and they would rather have me not do it because of the safety of the FBI agents that swarmed the place. And I don't think they wanted to swarm it, if you want to know the truth. I have a great relationship with people in the FBI, but they didn't. We are very precise, and you know, it's not a pretty picture either. It looks like a military coup. It's not a pretty picture. You know, but they didn't want. They wanted to, for the safety of the people that are on the footage. It's very clear, and for the safety of the people that are on the footage, they've asked us not to put it out, but we do have it. Yeah.
Mr. President, you know, another issue that the Biden administration has really completely messed up is the border. And now what you have is Governor Ron DeSantis is taking offensive action. He's taking some of the immigrants and putting them in Martha's Vineyard. What do you think of that?
I think that the border is such a disappointment because we had the safest border. We had the best border in the history of our country. We built the wall, and then I built additions to the wall, which could have been finished in 3 weeks. I built the majority of it, and everything we said we were going to get done. And then they came to me, and they wanted to know if we could do an extra 150 to 200 miles. And we started that. That would have been done in 3 weeks. That's despite 2.5 years of litigation with Democrats, I guess 11 different lawsuits where they tried to stop me from building it. So I figured they'd finish it up, and they didn't finish it up. That was when I got the first clue that these guys actually want to have open borders. I didn't think anybody could want that, but they wanted to have open borders. And we had the safest border, the best border. We had stay in Mexico. We had all of these things. Nobody could come into a country. They had to stay in Mexico until they were checked out. And many of them didn't check out. They've now, I understand that Venezuela is releasing all of their prisoners, and they're rough prisoners. They're releasing all their prisoners from jail into our country, coming into our country. But many countries have done that. I'm surprised Venezuela took so long.
Yeah. Yeah, and now you've got Democrats like Henry Cuellar running on building the wall, which is remarkable, how far we've come in a short period of time. Mr. President, final question, and there's no hidden agenda, but I feel like you get this question every time. We're 49 days away from really important midterm elections. How far away are we from learning what your plans are over the next couple of years?
Well, you're not far, and I feel that I know what I'm going to do. You're not far, and I think a lot of people are going to be very happy. Our country's going to hell. And we had it. We did great before the pandemic. Unbelievable. There's never been anything. And even after we got hit, the world got hit by a gift from China. Horrible, horrible thing that took place. And even then, I handed it back, and we had a stock market that was higher than prior to the pandemic. Nobody's ever seen anything like it. What we did such a great job, and in so many different ways. And now we have a country that's really, as I say, it's a country in decline. We have a country that's in decline. And you look at the inflation, it's eating people alive. Inflation is a terrible, terrible thing. And I used to say, you remember it very well, that we'll be Venezuela on steroids. Well, that's exactly what's happening to us. Inflation's a very dangerous thing, and it's very bad. It's the worst it's been in over 50 years. Nobody's seen anything like it for a long time.
All right. Mr. President, thank you so much for joining us this morning. We appreciate your time, as always. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
No crooked establishment.
None of that
twisting the truth.
No talking down to me.
Don't tell me how to think.
Don't tell me how to think.
Don't tell me how to think.
I trust Newsmax.
Newsmax.
They don't tell me how to think.
They let
me decide.
Newsmax.
Real news
For real people.